Greetings, viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to Eddy Vision, the channel where we look at sports differently. I have a special guest with me today, Mr. Brian Peter, journalist, sports journalist at Sportsmax. Brian, big up yourself. What's up?
Yeah, man, bless up. Thanks for having me here.
Come on, no problem, no problem. We definitely just going, it's only one topic, and it's the Reggae Boyz at this point. We saw the debacle down in Suriname, the Reggae Boyz, being stranded down in Suriname. What you have to say about that?
Well, it came as a surprise, but it never came as a surprise. And I said that because I never really expected the JFF hierarchy to do worse than what they've had done in previously, and to not be able to arrange travel for the team is pretty much as bad as it can get. I was a bit taken aback by that, and especially what happened after that. The protest. It was coming. I believe that the Reggae Boyz have been having issues with the JFF for actually years now. But it really escalated last year when there was a contractual disagreement, and
Correct.
same players, Damian Lowe, Andre Blake, fight out against JFF hierarchy. Mr. Speed apparently said he fixed that issue and the players now have contracts, but we still see that there's been other issues underlining. And it just kind of blew up in Suriname. That game in Suriname wasn't going to go ahead. For some reason it did. And then boys came back to Jamaica and said, listen, we're not playing until, Mr. Monday comes out of office. Mr. Dalton win. So I expected something like this to happen, but not right now. The timing, kind of seemed a bit off, but it was always inevitable. The boys are always going to get fed up and say, listen, we can't take this anymore. So that's what we saw this week.
Yeah, and you touched on it before, but this time around you saw the boys getting backing from the fans. A lot of fans, protested in the stadium, led by persons in YouTube. It was a big push. Fans were urged to wear black. I saw you in your black. Were you one of those persons?
That was pure coincidence, man. But I don't really. I probably would join the protest, if I wasn't affiliated with.
I know.
But it's something that I am a football fan. I am a Jamaican fan, and I want to see my country do well. So from that perspective, I'm not pleased with the current circumstances surrounding Jamaica's football program. I really desire for it to be better, and I think the hierarchy in the JFF are lackadaisical, incompetent, and are not really putting the priorities of the team first. I think they have a lot of excuses when it comes down to why they do certain things and why certain things don't get done, and there's just a lack of leadership all around. So as a football fan, that hurts me, and I'm pleased that other fans are finally, sticking up for the boys as well, because we usually cuss them off in previous times and say, oh, them are going to them. Well, not me, because of course, I understand the game, but a lot of Jamaicans would say why them are going, especially the contractual dispute last year, and money them are doing for them to love the country, etc. But I'm glad a lot of persons now are realizing that the problem really lies in the administration.
It's much deeper than the money. Much deeper than money.
Much deeper than the money. It's not just about the money.
Another person that was definitely not happy with the JFF and all situations were the coach, Paul Hall. We saw him submit a resignation. I think he was just fed up about the whole situation. It looks as if he pulled it back. After that game, we pull it back. So he'll be with us for a while. We don't know how long, but for now he's with us, Brian.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure about his contractual situation, but I know that he says that he's always ready. He always repeats this in every single interview. He's always ready anytime Jamaica
committed,
always committed, always wanting to help the country develop. And I believe that a coach like that is very important, especially right now in Jamaica's football. But his resignation, quote unquote, was just a stance in solidarity with the boys. He said that he was siding with the boys, and really, I guess he was feeling the pressure as well, because you have to remember, as a coach, Paul Hall just starting out, and he's now been handicapped by the deficiencies of the JFF. So if he's unable to perform his duties, then his tenure and his reputation is going to go down the drain. So I'm sure he's frustrated as well, because he's saying, listen, you guys are putting me in a situation where I cannot perform at my best. And I'm pretty sure, you know, he's probably second guessing whether this can actually work, and he himself wants change as well. So even though it was a stand in solidarity with the boys, I'm pretty sure he had his own issues that he would have expressed to the JFF board, and that he would want to see change. And he's highlighted a few of them in press conferences afterwards.
Fast forward a bit, big encounter at the office on Tuesday. We got the 4 points from Suriname. I believe we should have gotten 6 points. I think it was 2 points dropped in the first game. But however, we have the 4 points going into Mexico. I've heard that it's not the full strength Mexico team will be facing on Tuesday. Thoughts on that? You think we can get a result against Mexico on Tuesday?
It's possible. I believe when we face them in the World Cup qualifying, there are parts in that game that Jamaica looked impressive. And I think a Jamaica team that we saw against Suriname, a rejuvenated Jamaica team, one that has something to prove and has something to play for, can go toe-to-toe with a Mexican team, especially if they're not full strength. But what I'd be interested in is to see the type of players Paul Hall actually puts on the field, because if we struggled against Suriname, especially on the wing, and not to single out Javier Brown, I actually respect Javier Brown a lot. He's actually been one of the weak links in the past 2 games. On the wing, we need fullbacks that are not beaten so easily, and Mexico are very, very strong. They are very, very clever and fast wingers. So if that's an area that Paul Hall sees that we're probably weak in, he would need to change it. But I do believe that going against Mexico, we can get more than a draw. We shouldn't be expecting a draw. We should be expecting a win. So I believe that we can come out against Mexico with 3 points.
You want to go out on a limb and give a prediction?
I tell you what, it's going to be at home. I don't expect a high scoring game. So I'd say 2-1 to Jamaica.
That's decent. I have Jamaica winning 1-0. That's my prediction.
Okay.
I've been going with 1-0 from the Suriname game until now.
The team hasn't really, which is surprising. So they scored 3 goals against Suriname. They haven't really scored more than 2 goals in many games. So
in many games, right?
Yeah. So let's see what happens next week.
All right. I think that's it. So there you have it, fans. I want to thank Brian Peter, Sportsmax journalist, for those coming on board today and just chopping it up with Eddy. So Brian, where can the folks find you on social media?
You can find me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, _Brian Peter, on both social media platforms. All
right, and people go over there and support the Sportsmax YouTube channel. Yeah, doing great work over there, so definitely go and support the big bad Sportsmax. All right. Always remember, like, share, and subscribe.